weekly candle close came in and the data seems like cool. Yeah, if you're on the right side of the market. If not, it is going to be confusing for you. It is going to be a bit choppy. Yes, you need to understand the news side of the equation. You need to understand the news cycle and how it's changing. Yeah, when you do look at this, you can take it positively if you have next 4-5 years as a long term investor, right? You need to look through this and understand, okay, what exactly is happening. News cycle is made for what? You need to understand that, especially when it comes at a time when the price has dropped down to a long term support level. That means something. Now, if it breaks, what's going to happen? Yeah, that is true. If it breaks, you're going to watch a panic. Those who are scaling in will use that panic. Fine. Now, watch Bitcoin. The weekly candle just closed in here, and the very next candle, as soon as it opened, is traveling to the other side. Yeah, it's going to the negative territory. You pick up the 3-day chart and you see there was a long wick candle. It looks good if you are at a support. Now you're close to a support, but what can we really understand? What's the real take on the market right now? What the hell is XRP showing you? Is there any invalidation based on a lot of these progresses? Stablecoin means it can also be on the XRP ledger. Now, what are they targeting? How are they going to achieve all of this in this market cycle? What will happen in the market, right? No one knows, but what's the odds showing you? Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We went through the market analysis after the market analysis, keeping the equation same to give you guys the right idea over the weekend. The Saturday, the Sunday, I didn't take a day off. I give you guys what I can, and now I understand. Okay, that was important. The market is showing that we were on the right side of the aisle. Now, pick up Bitcoin, slowly start zooming in. On a daily chart for Bitcoin, right now it seems like, okay, we were building up something which was like a checkmate pattern. Now let's dive into that checkmate pattern. The least 12-hour candle closes here around 95,000. So unless we break and close below 95, it's not a panic zone yet. Now if we do, it is. Now you go on a 4-hour chart. Again, Bitcoin, right? Your panic area will only start if the candle closes below, the 4-hour candle closes below $94,000. Now, from there, is your support too low? No, it's very close. $90,000 is remaining here as a support. Fine. But what matters way more is the total market sentiment. Because remember, the total market, if it's going up, you can easily find a lot of opportunities to long. If it's in a reversal territory, yes, it's confusing. It's going to slap you. If it shows you I'm trending to the downside, now the argument you need to make here is, which side do I support? Yeah. So put this in. We talked about this for last 2-3 weeks, and here we are, another weekly candle close confirming that this range has been broken to the downside. I'll put red. Yeah. Now you see the very next candle is supportive to what just happened. It is following that aisle. Now I want to see, how is it following? Is it following with a bullish divergence? Is it following with a bearish sentiment? Yeah. So in this trend, you haven't even reached the oversold territory. Yeah. As of now, you still have some bias in the market, which is good. A lot of people would say you the opposite, but I understand the market in a different way, and that is one of the reasons why we were able to ride this wave. As soon as it entered here, I told you guys, watch, buyers are grouping up here, we should go up, and you saw this. Now if they enter here, the game changes. Now you're watching that in front of you. Altcoin market is in front of you, and you can see what's happening. But what's more important is not the daily here, it's the weekly candle. If you have a ton of dry powder in your portfolio, 50%, 60%, 70% dry powder, this looks juicy for you. You are really waiting for the price to come down and show you where the support is to buy and to compound. You're not looking for another 10, 20x here. What you want is just a 2 or 3x, and that's boom. You made at least a 5 to 10x in the current rally of XRP. And if you did, now what? You only need 100 or 200% to make that 10x or 15x. You are compounding. Now, to help in such a compounding method, you literally have to watch each and every time when the price action broke the moving average on a weekly while doing the ABC. So this is the run to the upside. You saw the 1, you saw the 2, you saw the 3. Now the ABC. So in here, as soon as you broke the moving average, how much did you drop? So you measure it from the moving average. The bottom came in around 30% below that moving average. Okay. Where are we? At the moving average. What are you looking at? 30% below the moving average. Does that abide by the trend line which we are watching? It kind of does. It even wicks to the downside. Now, I would really like it to see around 20% and bounce back, but let's see if it's doing the 30. If it does, or you go with it. You don't go against it. You can speculate, but not against the market. Now, that's total on weekly. Now, we only moved 10 days in this month, but still watch this monthly candle. I believe this is very much important. If the monthly candle is showing it is erasing last 2 months already, and if it does erase till September, guys, you have trouble. That's the 1, that's the 2, that's the 3. This is exactly why I was saying negative divergence is something which we don't want to watch in this market. Monthly negative divergence is something which we don't want. Now, this peak to this peak, you see the price going up, you see the RSI going up. You know what happened afterwards. This is exactly why the SI family was being given all the data saying, take profits. If you don't, and the market does not give you another opportunity to sell at the top, what will you do? If your average sale price in, say, XRP is way above the current price, 10, 20, 30, 40% above, or you are lucky, or you got served with the right information. If you sold somewhat close to the top, which is $3 on a candle close method. If you're looking at the wick, yeah, it went up to 3.49. But if you sold a majority of your portfolio near $3, oh great, that was a perfect sale in XRP terminology. Now come to XLM. What do you see here? It's still doing the ABC. The C leg has not been confirmed yet. Yeah, your bottom is not in here. Now what are you watching? On a macro, you have a break to the upside. You're still retesting. Fine, I get that. You go on a monthly in ether terms, and you kind of see, okay, there's a long-term trend line the RSI is abiding by. I haven't reached there yet. Okay, if I do, that is going to be our area to look for. Now, remember, when the MACD crosses to the downside and the price breaks the moving average, it's a bad time. But now let me ask you this. Do you see the wave 3 here? I don't. I really don't. And this is where you watch the 1, the 2. Do you have 3 or are you just going down? Because if you are doing that, this is barely an ABC, which means ether is getting smoked if that's the ABC. But again, you had the 1, 2, 3, the ABC to the downside. So how much odds are they showing 2 ABCs, right? So you still stand on the way like, okay, higher odds are that the 1, 2, 3 should prevail. Fine, I understand that. And it's a monthly candle, which is good. If you pick up ether and it drops below its moving average while it was making a bottom, you will see something. Okay, 30% drop was decent. Yeah, you got 30% drop in here. Perfect. Now we watch the next one. You are watching 18%. You're watching the next one. That's a 35%. So almost you've done close to that bottom in one asset. And I'm like, whoa, 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 what's happening? The negative divergence is visible. And on a monthly, you're playing out the macro pattern. So this is where you are right now. You had a trend line, you broke that to the downside. You're now trying to make a new trend line. Are you going to reach the support? Most likely you can. And the weekly showing you a falling wedge is good, but how long is it going to break to the upside? So long-term holders should understand what dry powder you hold. How much should you be enrolling into the market? Make it small, 5%, 2.5%, and hold the big pot in dry powder and make sure you are going to buy at the bottom. There'll be a lot of different news cycle in the market trying to evade your thought process. But all that you have to do is to understand which direction the market is moving. Consider Bitcoin on a 3-day or a weekly and then watch the Bitcoin dominance. If that is in your favor, it's good. Bitcoin dominance is starting to show you a negative divergence, which is cool, which is great. I like it because that negative divergence is coming at a retest of the long-term trend line in here. The price action shows you a negative divergence in Bitcoin dominance, but I want Bitcoin to hold the support because if Bitcoin is not holding on to this support, that Bitcoin dominance may not help us a lot because Bitcoin does have room to the downside to come down to. Now, understand the general market, the general idea, all of those. A lot of people don't like the politics here, but you need to understand something. Someone is buying when you have bullish divergence. The price was going up, the other side was going down. So in here it shows, okay, watch. This previous resistance is turning into a support. If it does, someone on the other aisle is considering dollar to be a safe haven and they are running into it. So when you're in the market, you're like, okay, what about silver? What about gold? You're watching all of those. Yeah. And still you see the silver's short term. Now, there's a 3-day. For commodities, that is short term. When you watch this, there is a negative divergence which is building up and you're still abiding by it. If we get the confirmation that, okay, it's kind of going for a choppy cycle in the crypto market, or you'll get to buy these at a bit more sale, right? The sale price is around 28 in silver terms. So if you get to use that, use it to the perfection. Because understand the long-term volatility range on these assets, it's showing you it's clearly going to the upside. You do have opportunities around the globe, but now it's the time to take the right action. For you to be able to invest into different market, you need the dry powder. And if you are still watching your portfolio without taking any of your dry powder out, in a week time, the next weekly candle close is going to come and tell you what it's about to do. Think about this. Now you do have the weekly candle on total crypto market, total altcoin market, suggesting you're breaking below the support. What if the next weekly candle on Bitcoin suggests I'm following that too? That is going to be a danger zone. And you may literally regret the decision of not taking enough profits. If you experience such thing back in 2021 or even back in 2017, why go through that again? Understand why I'm saying this. This cycle, the macro cycle, started from November 2018. You completed the wave 1, you completed the wave 2, you are now doing the wave 3. That means the ABC can come back down to this range. That is the conservative range. If there is a lot of panic, that is bad. That is so bad. Your accumulation would be back in here near $3,000 or below, and it is going to be very bad. If I say this right now and the price is close to $100,000 and you think the US is going to buy, the China is going to buy, everyone else is going to buy, I have trouble. You people will call me stupid. But I'm just saying what I see in the chart on a macro direction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If the market shows me bullish divergence here, fine, I'll buy back. If the market shows me bullish divergence here, fine, I'll buy back. But not here when it's showing me a negative divergence. So if you are here in the market and you think you received some value understanding the market cycle, smash that like button for me, guys, if you haven't done that already. And remember, weekly closes are so important that you're understanding this. You need to put your eyes on that. In the SI family, we try focusing on everything and giving you guys the right charts at the right time with reduced noise, not hundreds of charts. This is not that time in the cycle where you go and rush in and trade. This is the cycle where you look for proper negative divergence, taking the profits out, keeping it safe, not on exchanges, guys. 5%, it can be on the exchange. Rest, I'll go for physical gold, I'll go for physical silver, so that any emotional decisions is controlled. Yeah, you need to make the right choice at the right time. So if you need help, use the Scientific Investor family. Make sure you preserve your profits if you took them. Yeah, and then go back into the market. Bunch of coins are waiting for us, but only at the right time. I will meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.